So, like I was saying, that the peasants of the commune have a fallout. They do not agree on the terms and conditions of buying the land from the lady. And apparently, it's again the doing of the devil or the evil one who makes the farmers disagree, because remember, the devil has a plan for Pahom. Now, somehow, Pahom comes to know that a fellow peasant of his has managed to buy 50 acres of land from the landlady by telling her, by the lady landowner, by promising her to pay half the amount after 1 year and only paying half the value of 50 acres of land upfront. So, Pahom and his wife discuss, and they think that they have to do this. They need to own land of their own, and so they pull a few strings. They bring out their savings, which is not much. They sell one of their horses, and they kind of let one of their sons work as laborer in someone else's field, and they take all the wages in advance, and they do a few more things, and in this manner they also borrow money from Pahom's brother-in-law, and somehow they are able to put together some amount. With this amount, Pahom approaches the lady, and in fact he's able to buy 40 acres of land with this amount. And of course, it's part advance and part payment would be after a year. That's the condition which Pahom and the lady agreed to. And then they go ahead and they sign the land deed, and he pays half the price, and half the price has to be paid a year later. And finally, Pahom is so happy because he's finally the owner of 40 acres of land, and he has an excellent harvest. The crop is good, and within a year, he manages to pay off the debt of his brother in law. He also manages to pay the balance amount to the lady. And in fact, this should be it, right? Because remember what Pahom had wished to himself or thought to himself when he had overheard the conversation between his wife and her sister, that if I had land enough, right? So obviously, this is the point where we begin to think that now Pahom will not have any further requirement because he has enough land, and he goes with the pride of a landowner now. And it's a different kind of excitement and thrill and contentment when he sees his crop standing on his own farm, because now he's not doing it for some other landowner. He's not laboring or he's not working hard for someone else. It's his own farm, and he gets to keep whatever his farm yields. So he's a very happy man, right? And that's the end of part two.